Hi everybody, welcome this late afternoon to Delaware Auto Sales. My name is Nathan. Thanks for taking a look. That's our logo and phone number right there. We're going to look at this Infiniti today. Thanks for watching. This is a fantastic car, low miles. This has 66,000 miles. It's a 2009. Amazing. This is a lot of car for the money. Look how clean the front is. Look how clean the bumper is. The headlights are nice and clear and clean. 2009 G37X. The X means that this car is all-wheel drive. All wheels are driving. A great car, a performance sedan. Handles nicely, rides nicely, has great sound, nice performance, safe and secure to drive in the winter with the all-wheel drive. A really, really nice car. Low miles makes it even better, of course. Platinum Graphite is the exterior name of the color. Look at that good-looking car. I love Infinitis. I personally own an Infiniti that has well over 200,000 miles, and it's going strong. So this is literally just a baby with 66,000 miles. This car has only had 2 owners per its clean Carfax report. Take a look at the Carfax report on our website. Also note the windows are lightly tinted, which of course gives it a nice look on a good-looking sports sedan like this. I'm a fan of, my Infiniti is actually an SUV, but I am a fan of cars like this. That's my Acura TL right over there. Very similar car, sports sedan, all-wheel drive, tinted windows, great car, a lot of fun, just like this. I looked up the horsepower on this Infiniti because I was curious. This is actually 328 horsepower, which really surprised me that it was that high, but it still gets 25 miles to the gallon on the highway, which is great, which is similar to like how the TL does. So my TL is actually the same year, and I thought my miles were low. I have 97,000 on that car over there, but this is even less with only 66. All of the wheels are in great shape. Take a look at that Carfax report on our website. There's the tire size, 225, 55, 17. These Goodyear tires were installed 7,000 miles ago, so they are almost as good as new. They have 9/32 tread all the way around, so they're excellent tires. During our inspection, we measured the brakes. You can see how clean and nice the rotor is. The brakes are 10 millimeters front and back on this, so the brakes have plenty of life left as well, because 10 millimeters, if you don't know, is basically the same as new. So the brakes must have been replaced very, very recently to be that new. They certainly look new. That little bit of rust ridge right there is just where the brake pad doesn't touch the disc, so you get that rust ridge, but you can see how nice and clean the hat of the rotor is, which says that it's very new. Tire in the back, same as the front, 9/32 tread. We didn't even actually change the oil in this car. We normally change the oil in everything before we sell it. We actually didn't change it in this car simply because it was done about 800 miles ago per the Carfax, and when we inspected the car and looked at the oil, it was extremely clean and nice and did not appear to need to be changed based on a visual inspection of the color and seeing the entry on the Carfax report. Tiny little mark on that wheel right there. All of the wheels are very, very nice, with the exception of that little mark I just pointed at. I'm gonna take a pause, I'll be right back. All right, so I'm picking back up here where we left off. I looked at all the wheels and tires, right? Tires, like I said, replaced about 7,000 miles ago per the Carfax, and they look the same. Brakes 10 millimeters front and back. Oil's super clean. We didn't find this car to literally need anything mechanically, which is no surprise, which is what I was starting to say. Take a look on the Carfax. This car has beautiful, beautiful service records all the way through, from new until current, with 99% of those records being at the Infiniti dealership, at a couple different Infiniti dealerships. And another thing that you'll find on that Carfax is this car originated, which I think is this original sticker right here, Clear Lake Infiniti. This car originated from Texas, so that's why it's so clean, and the paint's so nice, and the wheels are so clean, and you know, the calipers don't have a lot of rust. it's just far, wait till you see under the hood. It's just far cleaner than one from around here. So it originated from Texas. After that, it was in Arkansas, and then it looks like that person moved to Missouri, and it was in Missouri a short time. So it's always been in a better climate than Ohio or Michigan or Pennsylvania. So that certainly lends to why it's so clean. I have a lot to say about this car, so I'm trying to talk quickly. This is keyless access. For this car being a 2009, just like my 2008 Infiniti, pretty advanced technology. So the car is running right now, but you push the rubber button to lock and unlock the car when you approach, which is pretty darn cool in my opinion. Super clean. Door jambs. Has Bose stereo, power mirrors, power windows, power locks, memory seat on the driver's side. Has all of the original carpeted floor mats that are in great shape. Driver's side seat is excellent in my opinion for the age of the car. Just a little bit of wrinkling on the bolster, a little bit of checking in the material, but very nice. Factory sunroof, of course. Power seat, lumbar. Another neat gadget of this car. The steering column is power, so in and out, steering wheel moves, but when it goes up and down, turn the radio down. When it goes up and down, this entire housing of the gauge cluster moves with the steering wheel. See, I just think that's pretty neat, and my Infiniti unfortunately doesn't do that, but I think that's really neat in this car. Trunk release, vehicle dynamic, whatever, traction control off, whatever the Infiniti calls it. The key can go in this slot, but is not necessary, but it's a place to park the key. You may notice some scratching here on this plastic trim surround on the steering wheel. It's not, I wouldn't really say it's scratching, but it's just worn from nails and the like, and from every one of these I've ever seen, they've all had this problem. So this is apparently a typical issue as far as it just wasn't a great design on their part to paint this plastic and then it comes off. But it's not sticky or anything, it's just a little bit of a cosmetic imperfection, but the leather is beautiful on the steering wheel and the stitching, very nice. There's our exact mileage, 66496 right there. There's a computer information center up top. You can push the button here. Love the gauge cluster, looks just like mine with the blue background. Exterior temperature display, a different menu of sorts, miles, instant miles per gallon, average miles per gallon, that sort of thing. It has 2 keys, they're right here, 2 original keys. Heated seats. The snow button, if you don't know, starts the regular transmission out in 2nd gear. It's always all-wheel drive, but that just helps for ultimate traction. This is an Ipod Cable. This plugs into this guy here. I have not looked, but I can only imagine that there must be different cables, if you like, where you can have this end, but then get a different end, since not many people use an iPod anymore, but I haven't looked into that. There is a power outlet in the console here. This little tray. Nice shifter lever. Another outlet or cigarette lighter inside there. Compact flash card slot. Automatic climate control, dual zone climate control. The classic Infiniti clock, looks just like in my car. Love it. Air conditioning in this car is freezing cold. I mean, as you saw, it's 91 degrees outside right now. The AC is working remarkably in this car. It's very cold in here. If you saw the trail of water outside when I was going around the car, that's from when it was running when I was taking the pictures. Push button start, again, very neat for 2009 technology. This is like the main home screen here, status, radio, climate information, map. There's our navigation. Put it in reverse. There's our backup camera with lines. Again, even for 2009 to have a camera is still a pretty big deal. Bluetooth phone it has. Nice sounding stereo with the Bose. Alright, let's take a look at the rest. Infinitis have always been ahead of the time. My Infiniti is a 2008 and it has adaptive cruise control. Just always been ahead of the curve on technology. Sunglass holder here, garage door buttons here on the bottom of the mirror. You get a lot of a lot of car and a lot of tech for the money in these cars, in my opinion. Side airbags on the seats. If you're looking at this car for a child, definitely a good safety feature. Love that the rear mat covers the entire rear floor. This is one continuous mat with the Infiniti logo in the middle. Covers the entire rear carpet. Back seat is very nice. Big Bose subwoofer back there in the back deck. This car is extremely nice, extremely clean, and has clearly been well cared for, as you can see on my wonderful video here. But again, look at the Carfax to see just how awesome. There's the backup camera. This is a button to open the trunk when you walk up with the key. Infiniti first aid kit is here. Infiniti carpet in the trunk. Very, very nice. The spare tire right there. All the jack and tools and the like. Certainly doesn't look like it's ever been used. That tire still has the writing on it. So there's that. Cargo net. This car is very complete. Cargo net, first aid kit, all the mats, the trunk mat, 2 keys. It has all of the owner's manuals. So you can't go wrong with this car. I love Hondas, and we have this beautiful 08 Accord right here that has actually, ironically, the same mileage as this. So this is an 08 Accord with 65,000 miles, so basically the same. And it's a loaded Accord, and it's very, very nice, but it doesn't have all the crazy technology features that this car has. This car really does feel much newer than that Accord with all the tech that it has. Passenger seat, very nice, just a little bit of checking, same thing like the driver, maybe even a little bit less since it's seen a little less use. Of note, a little something here that peeled, or I don't know if it's a defect. There's a little spot here where the dashboard material is taking a chunk out of it. I honestly don't know. I don't know if that's a normal thing on these cars. I know the steering wheel scratch thing is. I don't know what causes that, or if it just ends up flaking because of heat over time. It's pretty minor, but I did notice it, so I wanted to point it out. There's the last floor mat in great shape. All of the owner's manuals and the original leather case are here in the glove box. Take a look under the hood. I also want to show you the headlights. Look how spotless this engine compartment is. Look how clean the nuts and bolts from where this car came. If you know cars and you know how to look at cars, we try to buy some of the nicest stuff we can. And this is no exception, but if you try to compare this car to a local car, this will definitely win as far as overall condition. Look how clean the bottom side of that hood. All the nuts and bolts and everything just look like new. I mean, it's low miles, yes, but it's also a product of how it's been taken care of and where it's lived. Take a listen to the engine for a moment. Extra nice car. If I didn't already own a couple of cars, I might consider to have not put this for sale and own it myself. But this is very much, like I said in the beginning, like my TL, which I do like very, very much. And I'm a believer in Infiniti, of course. Look at the xenon projector headlamps. Again, another win for Infiniti. That's huge. It's awesome for the age to have keyless access, Bose sound system, backup camera, Bluetooth phone, xenon lights, you know, the all-wheel drive, the horsepower. It's fantastic. This is a great car, if you can't tell by my enthusiasm. I think it's going to rain here shortly. Great car. I think it's a great car for the money. A lot of car for the money. You will not be disappointed with this car. If you're disappointed with this car, then there's something disappointing about you, because you won't be disappointed by this. This is nice. This has been well cared for. It needs absolutely nothing. It's ready to go. It's ready to drive. I appreciate your taking the time to watch all of this. Again, my name is Nathan. That's our logo once again. Thanks for watching, and make it a great day. Bye-bye.